Hello everyone, thank you for joining Simply Crochet today. I have this cute little simple pattern for you using the single crochet two together stitch, and today I have some interesting textured yarn. It's actually macrame yarn, and I'll show it to you in a second. Always try to have fun with trying new textures. It's always great. This I feel like would be a great handbag. So, and if you hear any wind chimes in the background during this recording, it's because it is a windy day today. So let's get started, okay? For this tutorial, I just wanted to show you, I'm using something a little bit different here, and I found this at a yard sale, and it's macrame cotton, and it's requiring here a 5mm hook or an H hook. And this is a size medium. And I'm going to see if this will work for today's tutorial. And it's made in Turkey. And believe it or not, I found it for 50 cents, and there's quite a bit. So I'm very, very happy. Hopefully this will make a nice bag. A sturdy bag, since it is made for macrame. So anyways, thought I would share that with you. Sometimes you can go out there and find some great deals. To begin this stitch, you will do a simple slip knot and do multiple of 4 chains and then plus 1. So just determine the width of your project, and you can pause the video until you complete your chains. For this sample, I've done 21 chains, if you'd like to follow along. Now this macrame yarn is a little bit thicker in texture than normal yarn, so if you see me struggling a little bit, that's the reason why. And right now we will do single crochets across. So you will do 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and you want to do this loosely, not too tight. Again, it's the first time I've crocheted with macrame yarn. So again on the foundation row, you just want to do single crochets across. Once you've completed your single crochets across this foundation row, you want to chain 1 and then turn your work. Now we will do, in the first stitch right here, you will insert your hook, draw up a loop, and you have 2 loops on your hook. You will then insert your hook into the next stitch, draw up a loop until you have 3 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and then go through all 3. So that's what we call a single crochet 2 together stitch. Then you will chain 1, and then you will repeat that. You will insert your hook, draw up a loop, insert your hook again, draw up another loop until you have 3 loops, yarn over and go through all 3, and then chain 1. And just again do that a little bit loosely, especially the chain 1 in between. In the next row you'll be using that chain 1. So again, insert your hook, draw up a loop, 2 loops, insert your hook into the next stitch, draw up another loop until you have 3 loops, and then you want to draw through all 3 and then chain 1. And you will repeat this pattern to the end of this row. We are now at the end of this second row, and I just want to say I'm just loving these colors. I didn't realize how pretty this blend was. The shades are so pretty. So you will end up with your 3 stitches at the end, 2 stitches plus that turning chain. So you will insert your hook, draw up a loop. Oops, I forgot to chain the 1. Chain 1. Again, don't forget that chain 1 between each of those two together stitches. Insert your hook, insert your hook, yarn over, go through both, all three, yarn over, and then in that turning chain, after chaining one, you just want to do one single crochet at the end of each of your rows. So one regular single crochet, and that will be the end of that row. Okay, you will chain one and turn your work. Now you will do a single crochet in this first stitch right there. At the bottom of that chain one, you'll do one single crochet, and we're going to be doing single crochets all the way across. Now here is that chain one. You might have to turn it a little, but in that chain one, you can see it right there, the V right there. You want to do a single crochet. If you see me strung, like, again, very thick yarn, macrame yarn here, and then just go into the next stitch, and there's that chain one, which you'll see by turning your work right there. So you want to make sure that when you insert your hook, that you're inserting it in both of those loops there in that V stitch, and you want to do a single crochet right there. The next one, we now have completed single crochets across that third row, and at this time I just want to give you a tip. Now on this sample I started with a multiple of 4, 20 plus 1, so I had 21 chains, but that plus 1 was counting for that turning chain. So at this time you want to make sure that you're counting your stitches so that you're not doing more stitches than you need. So you're basically going right here and you're counting across and make sure that you have the same amount of stitches. So right here I counted all the way across and I ended up with the 20 stitches. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you have the same amount of stitches, you know, and once you've counted them by the third or fourth row, it should be okay by then, but you want to just make sure you're not adding any extra stitches. That's how some beginners will end up finding their work either going too far out or maybe too far in because they're missing that stitch. So just a little tip there. So right now you want to chain one and turn your work. And now we're going to do the repeat row, but first you want to do that single crochet in that first stitch. So every row will begin with a regular single crochet and it will end with a regular single crochet. So this is where we begin our pattern of the single crochet 2 together. Insert our hook, draw up a loop, 2 loops, insert our hook, draw up another loop, 3 loops, go through all 3, chain 1, and you will repeat this pattern across, and these will be the consecutive, the 2 consecutive rows to repeat for this pattern. So you will do the single crochet 2 together, then a row of single crochet, and so forth. So that is the 2-row repeat pattern. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today, and very simple. It is a windy, cold day today, so I thought I would just throw a quick and easy stitch your way, and this would be great for beginners. It's very simple, and I really suggest you go out and experiment with different textures. I had no idea this macrame yarn would be so fun to work with, but I can see it being used for many projects. You can use any type of yarn and any size hook for this stitch here. So we'll see you in the next video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, share the video, and if you're a new viewer, please subscribe. I really appreciate your support today, all my viewers and subscribers. Thank you. Bye-bye.